at a time when we are transiting through one of the gravest epochs of human tragedy. COVID 19 has been a wake up call for humanity. The pandemic has created unprecedented emergencies. We are facing a situation where human beings are striving to just simply stay alive. When we all understand that there are going to be many urgent health challenges in the next 2 decades, when we know very well that our world has changed. Friends, all these present challenges demand a shared response because these are shared threats requiring shared responsibility to act. These are times when leaderships across countries must come together and stand in unison. When WION Channel got in touch with me, I told them that I shall be pleased to speak on this prestigious platform and convey India's feelings to the rest of the world. There is an immediate need to overcome the current catastrophic scenario and act now, not only to respond to the health crisis, but to build a just and sustainable future. We urgently need a strong and efficient multilateral system. We need global leadership, collective action, and shared responsibilities in order to save our current and future generations. The reality today is that COVID has impacted and changed everything. In such a scenario, we have to strive hard to ensure the right to health for all, provide financial and investment relief for developing countries, create decent and sustainable jobs, secure children's rights, respect nature and its life cycles, accelerate action on climate change, and enhance effective global cooperation. Indeed, these are unprecedentedly trying times. Yet I feel extremely privileged to be serving my country as the health minister. In India, a country of 1.35 billion people, we have left no leaf unturned to mitigate this deadly virus. Led by a dynamic and visionary Prime Minister like Shri Narendra Modi, we have demonstrated to the world that when India decides, it performs. We have faced the threat of COVID-19 in a proactive and preemptive way with unmatched scale and determination. We have managed to contain the pandemic geographically, and our disease burden is amongst the lowest in the world, thanks to the timely implementation of stringent containment strategies. The total burden of confirmed cases and deaths is among the lowest globally, despite our large population. We have had about 1.6 million cases and 35,000 deaths 6 months into the pandemic. In contrast, with an almost equivalent combined population, Europe with 740 million and North America with 580 million together had 8.2 million cases and 4,18,134 deaths, despite having much stronger health systems in place. So far, we have had 1185 total confirmed cases per million against the world average of 2,222. Total deaths per million in the country are just 26 compared to the global mean of 86. The outbreak has been fairly contained within the country as well as with the vast population of our nation having low or negligible infection prevalence. Even today, over 90% of the active cases come only from 14 states. The others together have only 10% active cases. Nearly 44% of our total cases and 60% of our deaths are confined to 10 cities. Notwithstanding the challenges in containing the disease in metros and large cities, the fact remains that overall the nation has ensured that the pandemic remains manageable. However, we all have to admit that the current pandemic has demonstrated the vulnerability of humankind to exigencies. Recognizing the fact that we need to act with greater speed and predictability, the pandemic has made humanity acutely aware of the consequences of ignoring the preparedness of our healthcare systems. In such times of global crisis, both risk management and mitigation require further strengthening of global partnerships to reinvigorate interest and investment in global public health. We also need to make higher commitments in respect of diseases that have plagued humankind for centuries. We need to conquer the adversaries with collaborations and by supplementing each other by pooling our resources. We need an aggressive roadmap to curtail deaths from diseases that can be eliminated. We need a fresh roadmap to address global shortages of medicines and vaccines.